We are going to look at Microsoft Excel interface. The interface, we are looking at that. We have the file button. We have select all button. The file button, that is, from the file button you can easily view, save, open, print and manage files. So we have select all buttons, whereby you can use to select all what you have on the worksheet, the entire worksheet. We have the name box. The name box, it will display the address, even including the cell reference. If you click on any cell in that particular sheet, it will display the cell reference, also the cell address. Formula bar. The formula bar will help us to show what we have inside the cell that we are using, that is those cells that are active. So we have insert function buttons also, and we have the column, we have the rows, we have the ribbon. Let me show you the interface here. I think this one will be better. You can see it here. This is the formula bar. This is column, that is the vertical one. The column is being labeled A, B, C, D, and so on, while the rows in the form of numbers. You can see we have rows here, form of numbers. We have sheets. You can see you can create as many sheets from here. As many sheets from here. We can have another sheet. So this is sheet button. There's a plus here. We have something like a plus here. Let me zoom in. You can see we have something like a plus here. So this is the plus if you want to add new sheet. So you can use that. So this is the interface of the Microsoft Excel. You can see file. From this file, you can open a new file. You can save your document from here. If you want to select all the entire cell, you can see the arrow here. Select this side. If you click on this side, you'll be able to select the entire cells on this particular worksheet. So let's look at basic concept of spreadsheet. There are some terms we need to understand, and those terms will help us in this class, so we need to understand them. We have what we call the workbook. That is an entire Excel file. It's called the workbook, and the file extension is .xe. What we have here, you can see there's a file extension .xlx. That's the file extension. Please take note of that. So this is also we have what we call the worksheet. A single sheet in a workbook is called a worksheet. I think I've explained that time. So the rows, horizontals, the columns in vertical form. We have what we call the cells. These are cells. The intersection of rows and columns is called the cells here. For example, okay, let me open. Now, this is what we call the cells. You can see here, this is a cell. The intersection of rows and columns is called a cell. Like if you want to select the entire worksheet, you can open an Excel file now. Please open an Excel file. Can we open an Excel file now on our computer system? If you have done that, let me know. Let's have an emoji for confirmation. If you have done that, open the Excel file or the Excel application on your computer system. Have we all done that? If you have done that, we are good to go. So it's very important. I believe we have all done that. Is anyone on this section, on this platform now, that have not opened an Excel file on his or her computer system? So I believe we have all done that. So that's very good, and we can now proceed. Okay. So we have what we call the cell range. Okay, we have what you call the cell range. It's called a cell range. If I have A1 to C5, that's an example of cell range. I can have A1 to A5. Now on this, what we have here now, this is a sheet. You can see sheet 1. Sheet 1. I can decide to rename this sheet. If I want to rename this now, I will click in, just right click on this. You double click on this. If you double click on this, you can rename this. We can rename this as let's just rename it as Sam sheet. Let's just use Sam. If you have done that, let me know. If you have done that, rename a fresh sheet as Sam, because we need to know how to rename our sheet, especially when you are presenting your file after you have done some analysis. There is need for you to rename sheet, because you can have different analysis for different sheets, which is very important. If you have done that, let me know, so we can all rename sheet on this platform, which is very good. So now we have what we call the formula. This is a calculation you create in Excel. That is formula. It's different from function. The one that you have on the Microsoft Excel application, that is already inbuilt inside the application, ready-made formula. You can see it is called ready-made formula here in Excel. It is called function. But the one that you create yourself, like A1 plus B1, the one you create yourself to suit a particular calculation, is what we call the formula. So we have been able to discuss the basic concept of spreadsheet. Okay, before I move on to the next slide, do we have any question based on what we have done so far? Any question? Is there any question based on what we have done so far? Okay, I think there's no question, so we can move ahead. Now, creating and exporting Excel file. Okay, for the exporting, we are still going to perform that one later. But for you to create an Excel file, what you are going to do is this. If you want to create an Excel file, meaning a new workbook, for you to create a new workbook, let's come to this side. For you to create a new workbook, you can press Ctrl N, Ctrl N, Ctrl N, Ctrl N. That is the button, Ctrl, then with N. You can see I'm having a new workbook. Ctrl N. Is that clear? Ctrl N, Ctrl N. Or you come to this side. You can see what we have here. This is new. Can we see from file? You click on file. Then you can see we have home, we have new, we have open. So if you click on new, let us click on new. Then when you click on new, you will see a blank workbook. This is a blank workbook we have here. Then when you click on this blank workbook, to take you to a new file. And you can see here, this is book 2. Book 2. The previous one that I opened is book 1. You can see this is book 1. And you can save this. Let's try and save this. Let's try and save this. If you understand what we have been saying, I need an emoji from you. And if you have performed that, let me know. I need an emoji from you for confirmation if you have done that. Okay. Mr. Peter Clever have done that. Yes, others. If you know how to create an Excel file, that is how to open new Excel file, I need an emoji from you. Any other person? Any other person? Can we move on? Okay, Mr. Dara Unifoshi. Thank you very much. So if you want to save the Excel file, for example, okay, let me leave this because this is what we are using for our practical. Now we have book 1. If you want to save this, you click on file, then you go to save. You can see we have save here. Click on save. Then what do we have here? Where do you want to save it? I can click on this PC. Then I have GBrain Data Academy. These are the folders I have on my system here. I can decide to save this on my desktop. Let's say, for example, I want to save on the desktop. I'll click on desktop. Then this will display. You can see here book 1. Here you can edit. I can decide to name it Sam. Can rename this here Sam Analysis. Sam Analysis. Then after that, we click on save. I will click on save. Here you can see when you check what you have here now, you can see here we have Sam Analysis as a normal book 1, book 2, book 3. You can see we have renamed this as a file. So if you have done that, I need an emoji from you. If you have done that, if you know how to do that now, I need an emoji for confirmation. This class is from 0 to beginner level. That's why we are starting afresh from the beginning. So if you don't even know about Excel before, from this our class, you'll be able to understand how to handle Excel even from the beginning. So that's it. Now the next thing we are going to do, entering and editing data in Excel. We can easily edit. We can type directly into the cell and press enter or tab. Editing data, you need to double click or you press F2 to edit. That's the short form. You can delete data also in Excel by selecting the cell and press delete. You know, on your keyboard we have what we call delete button on the keyboard. Or you can also right click on that cell. You will see something like delete. Autofill. You can drag. There is what we call a small square very close to a particular cell. Then if you flash fill, you can easily get series of a particular data. Let's say you have 1, 2, then you want to get 3, 4, 5, 6 to 50. You don't need to be typing one by one. You can just drag it down, then you'll be able to get all that series, and you have a complete series for that particular maybe column in that Excel file. You can undo, you can redo, which is still the same thing as Microsoft document, Microsoft Word document. You know, Control plus Z, Control plus Y. Control plus Z is to undo, and Control plus Y is to redo. So practical session 1, and the objective is to learn how to navigate the Excel interface and menu, perform basic data entry. What's the task? Input sample data into the Excel. We are going to do that now before we move on. Okay, let's use the we have this SAM analysis. So here now, let me explain something. From here, if you click on any cell, you will see what we call the cell reference. You can see it here. This is column C, and I have a row 3. Then the intersection of the two rows, the cell reference is called cell C3. You can see, you will see somewhere here C3 under the name box C3. That's the cell reference. If you are following what we are doing here, I need an emoji from you. I need an emoji from you. If you are following what we have been doing, I need an emoji from you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now, if you click here at this side, you see something like a triangle at this side. Then you'll be able to select the entire sheet, entire cells in the worksheet, in this sheet. So if you click here, you'll be able to select everything. You can see we are now having something like a hash color. If you have done that, I need an emoji from you. So you can just click here. Okay. So also, let's type. Let's say we want to type. You just need to click here. You click in. For example, let me type name. Let's type name. And let's type also in the next cell, category, the next cell, and let's type the first one. We'll color the first one. You can use the arrow button on your keyboard to navigate from one cell to another. Once you just click on it, not clicking inside, you can move. You can see if I want to move down, I can use the one that is facing down, left, right, so I can navigate. You can see. So instead of you clicking one by one, if you are following what we are doing here, I need an emoji from you for confirmation. If we are on the same page, thank you very much. I can learn, I can grow, and I can excel. Nothing can stop us. We are unstoppable. This is GBrain Data Academy. GBrain Data Academy is a place where you can start your journey as a data analyst. Thank you very much. So let's go back to the SAM analysis. Let's say the category of this person is senior. Then we have James. The next one, James. We move to this side. That's let's say junior. Just have junior. Okay, let's have serial number. S/N in capital letter. Then we have two person here. This is one. Then I can use this to navigate down. I have two. So you can see what we have here. This is serial number. This is name. This is category. Now, on this particular cell that I click on now, on senior, someone should type the cell reference for me in the comment section. I want to confirm something. I need someone to type the cell reference of senior. Cell reference of senior in the comment section. Cell reference of senior. What is the cell reference of senior in the comment section? Someone should type it for us. I need someone to type it for us. Are we all there? Someone should type it for us in the comment section. Okay. Peter Clever, G4. That is correct. Basirat Adeni, G4. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we can move on. Now, assuming I want to type in some other names here. Look at this column. This is name. If I want to type in some other names, and I have like 20 person here, and I need to have the serial number Since I'm having 1 and 2 here, what will I do? I will just highlight this. You can see very close to what you have here. Look at what we have here. We are having look at what we are having at the right hand corner here down. You have something like a small square. Then when you place the cursor on that small square, it will display something like plus. You will see a plus. Then we now carry out what we call flash fill. It will display this set of next series of these values. Instead of typing 1, 2, 3 to 20, then you drag it down. You can see. Can you see we have the value? If you have done that, I need an emoji from you. If you have done that, I need an emoji from you. If you have done that, I need an emoji from you. If you have done that, I need an emoji from you. You just need to flash it down. If you have any question, you can drop it in the chat box. Okay, from yours is E3. Yes, it depends on where you start your typing. So it's possible. It depends on where you start your typing. So it is very possible. Depends on where you start your typing. It's possible. Thank you very much. So that's what we have here. Now let's go back to the slide. Formatting data in Excel. So we have what we call formatting. What is formatting in Excel? It's the process of changing the appearance of data such as text, numbers, cells in order to make it easier to read, interpret, so that if you want to make it more presentable, you format the data. So what's the advantage? It improves clarity, it has enhanced readability. So and at that point you can easily see the column, the title of the column. You can see even the total. Maybe you have carried out total. You can see that. So there will be clarity also, and you can decide to use color to differentiate the titles. Like for example, I can decide for the heading part, I can use color red, while the values itself or the text under each column, I can decide to use black colors. That is black color of the font, so which is one of those things that we do to enhance the readability, and it helps us to highlight the key information. So some of those key actions we have here, we are going to adjust font style, size, color, apply background, and even you can fill a particular cell with color. You can fill a particular cell with color. So we can also format numbers. It depends on what you are looking at. Maybe you are dealing with money, format the currency, accounting, percentage, date. We also have what we call conditional formatting. We are going to look at that later. Formatting tables. You can also format tables to have a new table, or you format it to have a better form of the table. You can have new table like pivot table for analysis. So even the raw data spreadsheet that you're having, you can also format that. So we have conditional formatting. Conditional formatting. So for conditional formatting, you actually display some data points based on required criteria or rules. That is for conditional formatting. That you have a condition. Okay, what I want to highlight with some colors should be those students with performance from 70 and above. You have a criteria already. You have a condition. Then you can use conditional formatting to do that. You can use colors. You can use icon in terms of differentiating the values in terms of differentiating categories, maybe in form of text, in form of values. So you can do that. It is called the scholars case or icon set. We have sorting and filtering. It's different. Sorting, you can decide to sort a particular data set in terms of maybe with respect to a particular column. Then you are trying to arrange a particular data set from the highest to the lowest based on maybe salary. Those employees with salary from the lowest to the highest. Then you can use what we call sorting. You sort and rearrange data in ascending or descending order. What about filtering? When you're trying to retrieve some data points or you want to retrieve some data based on some conditions only, that is filtering. You want those things only to display. You know, you have a full data set, but you want some to just display for you to see only, or you want that to display for someone to see only. You just want to see a particular part. For example, you have a data set containing engineers, medical doctors with names, but you just want those with medical doctors to display. You can use filtering to carry out that kind of action. We are still going to practicalize that. And here, you can see the step here. If you want to filter, if you want to sort, these are the steps. So, practical session 2, hands-on session, basic data formatting, sorting and filtering in Excel. So now we want to go to the practical. You see, the theoretical part of Microsoft Excel is very important because by the time they are engaging, you should be able to answer some questions. But the most important thing is ability to practicalize it using a particular workbook, that is the sheet inside a Microsoft Excel. Now, if you have downloaded the file I sent to you on the platform, on the Telegram, on the WhatsApp group, if you have done that, I need an emoji from you for confirmation. If you have downloaded the file, let me know. Have we all done that? If you have downloaded the file, let me know. If you have downloaded the file, let me know. Okay, that's good. It means we have all downloaded the file. So thank you very much. Now, what I need from you now is to open the file. Can you all open the file on your computer system? Kindly open the file now on the computer system. And if you have opened the file, I need an emoji from you for confirmation. If you have opened the file, I need an emoji from you for confirmation. This is GBrain Data Academy. I can learn, I can grow, and I can excel. I can learn, I can grow, and I can excel. Thank you very much. I can learn, I can grow, I can excel. This is where we learn, we grow, and we are going to keep excelling. Thank you very much. So let me open, that is Hades shipping record. Let me delete this, I don't need this here. Hades shipping record. If you have something like this on your workbook, if you have something like this on your workbook, I need an emoji for confirmation. Thank you very much. If you have done that, yes, thank you. And if you can see my screen, I also need an emoji from you for confirmation. Thank you very much.